What's going on, guys? Gomes here back again on another MLB 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Today we are going to go over which of the brand new 7th inning boss players that you guys should be taking, which one would I recommend, which is the best, the cream of the crop. So we're going to get into that. Of course, that is going to be updated by this point. I am recording this video in advance because I do plan on grinding the 7th inning program out as soon as possible. So I will have a tips video for that out tomorrow morning as I finish it, and then I will have gameplay with whichever of the 3 bosses that I choose later on. Quickly, if you guys could leave a like down below, definitely does help me out. Really would appreciate that. Subscribe if you guys are new, and let's go ahead and get right into it. So if you guys missed my video yesterday, basically the 100-star program pack is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be 4 different players that we have seen before within the signature team moments. Of course, they added a flurry of brand new flashbacks within there, and it's going to be a choice pack between 4 of them. Personally, I don't really like this, but it is what it is. This is how they're going to do it. The first option is the Renzo Kane right here. Keep in mind that these cards are going to be quick sellable or sellable rather, so you can go ahead and just sell these if you don't want them. I have a feeling all of them are going to be going for 5,000 stubs. So the Renzo Kane, 80, 101 contact, 4759 power, 76 vision, 94 fielding, 66 arm strength, 83 speed. Fair to say, I don't really see this being used on many people's teams. You know, he does not have that good of a vision for a more so contact speed guy. Great fielding, great reaction, but the arm strength in center field is not too great. And then if you do put him in a corner, he's going to drop down to gold defense. I think there's probably much better options for you than that. Now we're going to go on to 286 overall relievers, starting with Roberto Osuna right here, and I really like the looks of this card. 92 hits per 9, 93 K per 9, 92 walks per 9, 82 home run 9, 57 pitch clutch is a little low, but that is only going to affect when runners are on base. So 99 break, 85 velocity, gonna throw about 96, maybe 97 on that 4-seam fastball. Then really good pitches as always for Osuna, a 4-seam fastball cutter, sliding curveball, 2-seamer, and a changeup. Fair to say, I really like the looks of this card. He's going for 11K now, but he is going to drop down in price once it is readily available within the program. Next up, we have Nate Jones, another fan favorite, always has a funky delivery and is usually pretty good in Diamond Dynasty. 95 hit per 9, 86 K per 9, 79 walk 9, 63 home runs per 9 is criminally low. I think that could be detrimental in a sense. He does not have a 4-seam fastball. Sinker is his primary, going to throw that as hard as it goes at about 96, 99 break, of course, so that sinker, slider, curveball combo is going to be really nice, and also a changeup to mix in there. I think that you can't really go wrong with either of those 2 relievers, but I do favor Osuna just because 63 home runs per 9 is really low, and I do worry about that. And then our final player is going to be Robert Nen right here. 84 hits per 9, 104 K9, 73 walk 9, 90 home runs per 9, 72 pitch clutch, 4-seam slider, splitter, and a curveball. He is going to throw about 99, maybe sneak into triple digits every here and then. This card does not look bad. I have used the 92. I am a fan of it. I'm not too sure how this one is going to play right here, but really it's going to be between these 3 relievers. I would not pay any mind to the Renzo Kane. I think Roberto Osuna or Nate Jones could be in a bullpen of a lot of people, even if you have signatures in your bullpen already. I really like the gold Osuna. I think he's the best one available on here. So now we're going to head on to the 200-star pack. Of course, at this time, these cards are not yet released, so we're going to go ahead and get into the first one, and that is going to be Johnny Damon right here. And offensively, this card is going to be really nice. You know, 107, 103 contact, 78, 70 power, 117 vision. That's really nice. 87 speed, 95 stealing. He's going to be doing some stuff on the bases. And then you get into his defense. 73 fielding, 58 arm strength is just such a killer in my opinion. And the worst thing is he's a center fielder primary. So if you want to move him to a corner, if you want to hide him in left where you don't have to have as much of arm strength, you'll probably find, yeah, he's going to drop down to 68 fielding, down to bronze defense. So I would not necessarily recommend that. I look forward to playing with this card in Battle Royale, but offense or just in general on ranked seasons, I don't think it's going to be that great because of that defense. It really is just a killer in my opinion. So that's Johnny Damon. Let's move on to the next one. We're going to be looking at Cole Hamels right here, 96 overall starting pitcher. This card looks pretty good. 112 stamina, 91 hits per 9, 98 K9, 90 walk 9, 79 home runs per 9. Once again, a little low, not awful low. 99 break is not going to throw too hard, about 95, 96 miles per hour on that four seam. Primary pitch is a circle changeup, four seam cutter, sliding curveball, and a two seamer. 3 fastballs. Not a huge fan of that, especially because one's the two seamer. I don't see me using that a whole lot personally. Maybe lefty on lefty. This card looks good though, I'm not gonna lie. He does look a lot like Cliff Lee, which I do have some concerns about. You guys know I'm not a fan of the 90 Cliff Lee and Shelfie's moments at all, but overall I think this card looks pretty good, not gonna lie. He has good, you know, per 9s above 90 on hit, K, and walks per 9. I would definitely go ahead and give him a try. Excited to use him. And then finally we got Tony Perez right here, our final 200 star pick. 103, 111 contact, 89, 92 power, 103 vision, 69 fielding, 72 arm strength, 52 speed at a third base primary with a first base secondary. This card, you know, there's not really much else to say about it. The defense is not all that good. It's going to play as a bronze shield. It's nothing too spectacular, really. If you try to put him at first, there's so many other better options at first base around the same amount of price. Reminder, these cards are going to go for about 10,000. Keep that in mind. Offensively, you know, contact above 100, power about 90 per side, vision over 100. Maybe if you like a swing, it could possibly be a go, but personally, I have not really used Tony Perez cards in the past. In my opinion, I do think Cole Hamels is going to be the best option right here, at least looking statistically. I'll have to see how he pitches, but I think Cole Hamels is probably going to be the pick. Reminder, you can sell these, of course, if you don't want any of the 3. And then finally, let's move on to the big shebang, the 3 bosses, starting out with Jeff Bagwell. 109, 125 contact, 106, 108 power, 101 vision, 82 fielding, 72 reaction. Arm strength doesn't really matter as a first baseman. 64 speed, 63 stealing. I'm not a huge fan of his swing. I'm not going to lie. I don't really like his stance. It is very compact, low to the ground. If you guys have used it in previous years, I don't know. Offensively, once again, this card looks really good. Power above 105 per side, vision above 100, 125 maxed out contact left. He also has 118 batting clutch. I just don't know. I have Frank Thomas. I have Lou Gehrig. I'd probably rather have Frank Thomas than Jeff Bagwell. I think. I'm not completely sure about that, but I'd definitely rather have Lou Gehrig than Jeff Bagwell. So I'm not going to pick him. I'm going to get gameplay with him at some point, but I just think there's so many good options at first base. Frank Thomas is free, and there's a lot of really good offensive options that you can find at first base. I don't think that you have to waste your pick on the 300 stars in the 7th inning program on Jeff Bagwell, in my opinion. Moving on to the next one, we have Andre Dawson, which I think looks better. 101, 112 contact, 92, 100 power, 113 vision. A surprise to say the least for an Andre Dawson card. 87 speed, 90 stealing, 93 fielding, 97 arm strength, 86 reaction. I said this in my review video last night. It looks like a Griffey in a corner outfield spot with a little less power, and of course a right-hander. Andre Dawson, I do like his swing personally. I have used his 92 overall with the Cubs. I think this is a good card. Once again, diamond defensively, close to maxed out arm strength. Good movement out there in right field, 87 speed, 86 reaction, and is going to play as a diamond. If you do move him to center or left field, he is going to drop down to gold defense at 88 fielding. But I think this looks like a very interesting card. Once again, going to have to see how he plays, but contact looks good. Power is the only thing. It looks a little bit low, 101, 92 splits versus righties. At this point in ranked seasons, might not be the best of the best that you're going to find, but if you factor in his defensive value, he definitely looks intriguing. And then finally, Tom Seaver is going to be the last one. This card looks phenomenal. 123 stamina, near maxed out. Going to pitch really deep into ball games. Can throw a lot of pitches with him, so you don't necessarily have to worry about that. 98 hits per 9, 104 K9, 88 walks per 9, 91 home runs per 9, 102 pitch clutch. Throws a four-seamer, sinker, slider, 12-6 curveball, and a changeup. Going to throw about 97, maybe 98 miles per hour. He is pretty much the best pitches that you're going to find in the game. This is one of the best repertoires that you could really make up. Doesn't throw, you know, over 100 miles per hour, but throws hard enough, in my opinion. Good break at 94 and good overall control at a 90. The only problem with this card I could potentially see is I wish his hits per 9 was a little bit higher, possibly like in the 105s, 110s, but beggars can't be choosers. You know, this card looks really good, not going to lie at all. Once again, pitchers are a little bit different than hitters, in my opinion. You really have to go ahead and see how they play to be sure. You know, you can pretty much look at a hitter's stats and be able to tell, you know, this card is going to do this card's going to do that, but pitchers are a little bit different. whether it be what kind of movement, for example, Justin Verlander, I'm not a big fan of. His cutter is really flat in my opinion, and a lot of his pitches just do not have as much movement as I would like. So, he has great statistics on paper, but does not exactly perform like that, at least for me. But Tom Seaver on paper, like I said, does look really good, and I'm excited to try him out, which leads me into saying between Tom Seaver or Andre Dawson, who do I think is better? Who do I think you guys should pick? Personally, if you're in the same situation as me, I think Tom Seaver is the guy that you guys should pick. I have Tony Gwynn, Ken Griffey Jr., and Jim Edmonds out of my outfield right now. I do not think Andre Dawson would replace any of them, especially how I have my lineup set up. Of course, Dawson's a righty. I like to have a diverse lineup with, lefty switch hitters and righties, and Dawson would a little bit overbalance that a little bit. And I just like where I'm at right now. I want to give Jim Edmonds more of a chance. If I don't like him, then I would definitely consider Andre Dawson, but Tom Seaver seems like the go for me. I would understand to pick Andre Dawson if you if you don't have a really stacked outfield. That makes sense. If you don't want to go through Moments Extreme to get Jim Edmonds, if you do not have Tony Gwynn yet or something like that, I do understand it. As far as Jeff Bagwell goes, I would say Jeff Bagwell, I would not recommend that you guys pick unless like you're a huge Astros fan or for sure that you're really good with his swing. Just because personally, like I said, there's so many other options at first base, and we're gonna just take a look right now at what you can really find at the first base position for something that's gonna be cheaper. For example, Joey Votto. I think Joey Votto is gonna be probably better than Jeff Bagwell, to be completely honest with you. Very similar defensively, pretty comparable right there. He's a lefty bat. Really nice swing. I'm a big fan of Votto, and he's going to go for probably less than half the price, because I think these cards are going to go for like 150k plus, because you guys know the player base has dipped a little bit. I don't see as many people completing the program, and if you go ahead and take a look, all the other cards such as Griffey, they're going for like 130 now, so that means the voucher price is going to be more expensive. So especially at the beginning, it is going to be a little bit more costly to be able to get these cards, because it's not going to be as easy to get to 300 stars, except for the fact that signature teams is pretty much 90 free stars that we did not have in the past. But continuing on, like I was saying, I just think there's a lot of great first basemen. Even Keith Hernandez is not a power guy, but he has diamond defense, pretty much the same speed as Bagwell, the same vision. Contact is very comparable, if not pretty much similar, and he just does not have as much power. I think there's a lot better options at first base. Like I said, Frank Thomas is free once you get one of those packs right there. I would not recommend taking Jeff Bagwell, so I think the choice is between Tom Seaver or Andre Dawson. I would pick Seaver as my 1A and then Dawson as my 1B. Seaver strictly because I am not needing an outfielder right now, but that is my opinion. Let me know down below in the comment section which of these 3 brand new bosses you're going to take, and also your 200 star pack. I'm really curious about that. I kind of want to get Damon just because I am a fan of him, but I don't really know. I'll probably end up going with Cole Hamels and seeing that 2 brand new signature pitchers to my rotation could be interesting. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like it below. Hope you guys are good today. There goes out.